which is my third attempt at doing this. I will get it right. What I've done is I've taken my stainless steel ruler, it's 2 inches wide, I've popped it onto chipboard, and my chipboard, if you remember, is the one with the white fronts and ordinary chipboard backs, but it doesn't matter which you do. Started it at the bottom, like that, and I've measured, well, what I haven't, I've drawn a line right the way up. So I've made sure that each section is 2 by 2. So I've marked off 2 by 2 all the way up. I've then cut out each square, 2 by 2 square. I've then altered the squares by cutting them into different shapes. Well, what I say shapes, look, this 2 by 2, I managed to get them out. See how I've done it? And then the next 2 by 2 are done like that. Sorry. The next 2 by 2 are done like that. And the next 2 by 2 were done like that. And then so on like that until the very top, where I ended up putting a little peak on. And once you've cut all your shapes out, number them, and number them from the top to the bottom, or whichever way around you want to do it. If you use pencil, I will tell you now, you won't see it by the time you've finished doing what you're going to do. So use a black marker. Then what you need to do is, when you've got all your pieces, you need to take your Versamark, or whatever you're using, stamp them all, or do them one at a time, stamp them, and then emboss them in a different colour. And before the embossing powder dries, you need to stamp them with your favourite stamps. Now, this is just a test to see what it was like, and to see whether I liked it. See, this has got music notes. This is some old script. This was gold, copper, this was black. This was part of a clock. This was some scripts. And each square has got a different colour embossing powder on. That's an old-fashioned man. You see? I know my picture quality is not very good. Let me just see if I can alter it a little bit. Now that might be better. Not sure if you can see that Victorian man there. Some more scripts. Some flowers that I like. See? Some flowers. This was a plant. You can't really tell, but I can in the hand. The ferns. I absolutely love the ferns. The fern stamp that I bought. This is a flower stamp. See? I'm going to show you this way because I can't fit it under the screen. Again, left a couple of them just plain gold. Some more of the clock. A postage stamp. A bee. Not sure if you can see that. Let me just see it like that. I am trying so hard with this camera, it is driving me insane. I've done another bee there, sorry, I did like the bee. That says good luck. Just another part of the clock, and that's a leaf stamped on there. Not sure if you, I don't know how to hold this so you can actually see it all, but that's what I've done. And if you do that, then you can build it back up when you're doing, I mean, you could have another piece coming out here. It's up to you what you do, but it's just a way of making something, being creative with it. I mean, that, like I say, was just a really, really rough thing to see if I could, what it looked like, and I do like it now. But you could do anything. You could make a clock face. You could draw a circle, and if you've got numbers, number stamps, you could do that. You can cut your circle into 12 individual pieces, emboss them, and stamp your number on using a stamp. And you can always, what I would do before that is on the circle edge of each piece, I'd emboss it and then use something like a sharp knife, a blade or something, you know, to get the seconds as you're going round, and then cover them while you're doing the area for the stamp, for the number. Heat it back up and stamp it with your number, and it'd be a really good effect. I mean, you don't even have to have that, you could have that way, like that, and go all the way around. Just be creative. But that's what I've got so far. I'm not going to use this for anything, this is just a tester, and I do like it. But I love stamping on the embossing powders. It's brilliant. And yeah, that's the new one I bought. This one. This is a new colour I got yesterday. In fact, what's it called? I can't remember. Let me have a look. Oops, that's gone for Burton. Never mind. It was, oh, not that one, was it? Here it is. This is a new one. Blue. It's called Blue Raspberry. Oh, sorry. Blue Raspberry. And it's really pretty. Plums and pinks. So, like I say, just an idea for you. Oops, sorry, that way. Something new. Something for you to practice your skills on. Because that's what you could do. But you can do anything. I'd love to do the clock face, and I might do that eventually. But I do like the tower. And, you know, you could add things to that if you've got any, you know, the cogs from Tim Holtz. You could put a picture on it. You could insert while it's still wet, a picture frame. You know, a little metal picture frame with a picture in. If you do it thick enough and just inset it, you could have little pictures here, there and everywhere. Think outside the box. That's what you need to do. Think outside the box. I mean, it'd be fantastic to have a little picture here, there and everywhere, sat in little frames. And or you just glue it on if you don't want to, if you don't feel comfortable doing it that way. But lots of different ways and lots of different techniques you can use with this. So give it a go. I'm really sorry my camera's... Yes, and somebody remarked that I do say it all the time. I'm always moaning about my camera. I'm moaning about my camera, my son being at home, the space I have to work in, the posting. I'm not a happy woman. Not all the time. I'm sad. Sometimes I'm really happy. Sometimes I can't stop blooming laughing. I mainly can't stop laughing. But there you go. All jokes aside, you know, this is a nice topic, a nice project to do. And it's, you know, you could make a fan. Cut your fan out of your, you know, out of a circle, each section, and do them differently with a picture on the end. Wouldn't that be lovely? I'm trying to give you ideas. What else could you do? Well, you could just, I'll tell you what you could do, and it'd be really nice. I know a lot of them are time consuming, but it's the effect when you've finished and you know, you sit back and say, I made that. Cut yourself a circle, cut yourself another circle that's about an inch, maybe 2 inches smaller than that one. Put your picture in the front, cut the outer circle into pieces. So you've got sections. You could do another 12 sections. And then emboss it all and put it all back together and put your picture on the front, on the top. You could put an eyelet in it and hang it. You could do both sides so that it spins in the window. Have your children's pictures in there, or your grandchildren. Lots of different things, lots of different ways. Enjoy yourselves, have a great day. Bye.